Now, having a 4-iron that's a small cavity back like this is not something that I would say would be like the most confidence inspiring for my golf game.
Pretty good strike there.
I wouldn't want to hit it on like a par 3 with water in front of me, but you know, if I could run it up to a green, I'd feel confident. But it does really just look so good in the golf bag though. That's the thing. Ryan Brath here with Golf.com, and I am here with Matt Bovey at the Kingdom, TaylorMade here in Southern California, and we are running through the iron line, which you have a lot to do with.
I had a little bit to do with, yeah. But me and the whole team, man, we're very lucky in terms of the talent that we have to create this product that we have that'll be in the lineup for 2023. We got the full gamut here. So on the P Series side, they're typically designed for golfers that are a little bit better. And then we blend into the player's distance category where we have this nice mesh of beautiful club aesthetics, a nice clean player's profile and shaping, but there's performance packed into that forged hollow body construction. Then you go to more of the game improvement side, and that's where distance and forgiveness is paramount. So we'll start with the, we got the P7MB. This one here, new for 2023, a couple key changes. This is going to have a more symmetric back bar compared to what we have in the market in the previous model, and that's driven straight from tour feedback. In addition to that, we have a shorter blade length here, and that's really what Colin and Rory specifically want to see. We design these for the best ball strikers in the world. We offer them to the marketplace because we know there's a lot of golfers out there that not just crave what the tour players are playing, but want that pure striking sensation as well. So the sole width is a little narrower. That's another important change here, and there's a little more balance on that leading edge because we want to manage that turf interaction as things start to get a little skinnier, and then all that extra mass that we had went behind the point of impact, so you're going to get an even more solid feel than we had in the past with the blade. That's really what this club is all about.
So if we move from the blade, which is, we know a blade is a blade, to something that might be a little bit more forgiving but still offers a lot of that workability, and that's the MC. And I think that's an iron that stands out for those players that really like that super clean look but want a little bit more, especially for those mishits.
Yep, exactly right. So P7MC, MC standing for muscle cavity. You're gonna get a little bit more forgiveness out of this. You see the perimeter weighting along the cavity here. The recessed pocket, which is where you save some of that mass to be able to put it out towards the perimeter and create more stable club head when compared to the MB. But still a very clean look when you put this down in the playing position. It's got a fairly compact blade length overall in terms of the big spectrum of clubs. So don't be confused. It's still designed for better ball strikers for sure. This sole width is gonna be a little narrower than the MB. Again, it's a function of head mass and also what the tour players are looking for out of this product, but everything else is balanced to where you're still going to get that great turf interaction. Now, changes for this one include a thinner top line going into the MC for 2023, which is great, and both the MC and the MB they use our compact grain forging process. I know we've talked about that kind of behind the curtain, but really it's just a 2,000-ton press, which is going to be 2 to 3 times the industry standard, creating these forgings. And what that means is they're as pure can get from a material standpoint and a microstructure standpoint. So we leave no stone unturned from the manufacturing process all the way to the beautiful looks that you see when you walk into a golf shop.
I think it's one of those kind of like, you know, as you say, behind the curtain elements of like club design and club manufacturing. Forged for one company can really mean like loosely pressed.
Can.
That doesn't mean necessarily partake to irons all the time. It could mean like some other element of it. But when you're going through every step of the process and getting more pressure and more pressure and more pressure on that metal, you're just creating something where that solid feel and sound, everything is built into it, and you allows for really true tighter tolerance as well, right?
Exactly, you nailed it. Yeah, we want these things coming out of the forging press really as exact as possible because we want to minimize all the hand polishing so they're all exactly the same. And of course, you want to remove all of the impurities and defects that happen inside microstructures, which is part of the reason that forged irons typically feel better than a cast iron.
Now, when we think about a forged golf club, we don't always think of a hollow golf club, but I think, you know, for a lot of golfers, the 770 represented an iron that for you guys was extremely popular. We're all well aware of, you know, how many people wanted that golf club in their bag. And what you've done with the new model, which is what I really like about it, at least from, you know, just picking it up and hitting a few shots, is you've slimmed it down even more, but also made it more forgiving and easier to hit, especially in those longer irons.
Yep, exactly. And that's really the recipe as to what makes 770 such a success and how it fits so perfectly in the lineup between 790 and 7MC, because you still get that compact tour shape, but you build in some of that performance, some of the ball speed, the forgiveness, and that really comes down to the forged hollow body construction. So with this, Obviously, like I mentioned, forged hollow body construction, it gives us the beautiful look on the outside, right? Timeless, elegant, technical in some ways yet, but still very, very clean. So inside here, of course, you got the 3-slot speed pocket. There's tungsten weighting in here, which I'm actually really excited about. We have the new flighted CG design methodology here, which means that the lowest center of gravity is actually in the longest irons. You think about this as a golfer, you want help in the long irons getting the ball in the air more than any other irons in the set, right? Those are the ones where players typically struggle with. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. And now with the lowest CG and the longest irons, it gives you more forgiveness built into the set, specifically in the top end where you want it. And then we progressively let the CG get higher in the short irons because there you want the spin to be able to attack pins. So again, it's just been meticulously designed inside and out. This is the all new 770 for 2023. Gorgeous, gorgeous club for anybody that's really looking to like move beyond the 790. You want that smaller shape, but you still want some performance, whether you want to, you're working on getting better and better and better, or maybe you're going the other way and you just don't play quite as much golf anymore, like myself. And I put the 770 in the long iron.